Hi everybody, welcome to Yoga with Anadil. I'm Anadil. Today's yoga video has been designed to help you get some better sleep. So before we start our practice together, let's create a soothing environment for us to practice in. So maybe set some nice low soothing lighting, perhaps even some candles. Let's get ourselves comfy as well, so a nice warm top, maybe some cozy socks. Would just do the trick to keep us comfortable throughout the practice. And if you have some pillows and a blanket to hand, they would help support you through today's video. So get yourself ready and I'll see you on the mat in a moment. So let's get started with our yoga to help you get better sleep. Begin by sitting on the ground, on your mat, perhaps even on the edge of your bed. And if you are on the ground, you can get more comfortable by sitting with a folded blanket underneath you. And if you do have pillows to hand, then this is my favourite way. I like to just grab the pillow and sit comfy on that. And we'll begin with some slow breathing. So close your eyes and just listen to the sound of my voice and allowing the belly breath to ebb and flow softly, smoothly, and without any tension, any anxiety, any strain around your breath. So just an easy breathing. Just a little effort to encourage the rise and fall of the belly as you breathe in and out. And with every breath out, imagine your day falling away. Imagine anything you may be holding on your shoulders, in your thoughts, just to let go as you breathe out. Keep breathing. Paying attention to the slowing of our breath as we unwind, ready for our yoga practice to help us sleep better. In today's practice, we'll spend a little longer breathing in the poses that we're doing. So no rush, no eagerness to get off anywhere to the next thing. Just breathe. And then gently begin to blink open the eyes. And with our next breath out, we'll tip our right ear to the right shoulder. And we'll bring our right hand to gently rest, not pull, but just rest onto the top of the head, maybe the side of the head nearer the temple. Continuing with that slowing, soothing breath. Allow the hand resting on your head to almost fall asleep so that it gently draws open the neck. And just breathe here and see how it feels. You'll know to ease off a little weight in the hand. Just getting rid of any tension from today, perhaps from the floor, in preparation for sleep. In this pose, I quite like to use the back of my hand, not the palm, but the back, and rest the back of the top of my hand the back of my hand onto the small of the back, maybe just climbing up the spine a little bit. Again, no strain in this effort, because we're just sending the energy down to rest rather than building it up through too much effort. So keep breathing here. Focusing on the shoulders now, relaxing through the shoulders. Perhaps feeling the opening in the side of the neck a little bit more each time you breathe out. Releasing the hand from the back if you chose to do that. Letting go of the head, resting the hand back down. Staying tilted over just for a moment, and as you breathe in, very slowly lifting the head and just rocking it over to the left hand side, very slightly, not too much, and then back to the right and back to the left. This time staying over the left hand side, using the left hand to encourage a little bit more of an opening in the side of the neck. So here you can close your eyes once more. Allow the breath to create space in the side of the neck. Imagine any tension from here just fading away with every exhale. Maybe focusing a little bit more on the shoulders, releasing and heading down towards the earth. If it feels okay for you, you can take your right hand, place it behind your back, just to open through the shoulder a little bit more. You can swim it up very slightly, up your back a little bit more. So find the place for your hand that feels most restorative, without creating tension and effort that you have to work with to find ease. So just ease off and just breathe, being mindful of the weight on your head for a couple of more breaths. Releasing the hand from your back to rest on your knees. Releasing the hand from your head to rest down too. And as you breathe in, very slowly lifting the head to center, rocking it over to your right hand side. Back to center, to the left. Moving alongside the breath, traveling with the breath. Pulsing with your breath as we come back to stillness. So let's just ring out any last things from today. So we'll open through the right leg, and as we breathe in, we'll lift through the hands. We're just going to move into a gentle twist, almost symbolic of ringing out the day. So as you breathe out, your right hand splits forward, left hand back, and as we breathe in, we gently create space in the spine. Just remembering to relax through this knee. Get comfy on your pillow because we've adjusted now. And as we breathe out, we'll lead with the heart into a subtle twist. So, as before, no real pulling, as we never do in yoga anyway, but just easing off the effort. Just so that we feel a little bit of release, unwinding. Even though this might feel like winding, the unwinding will come. So as you wind into your twist, breathe deeply here, softly, maybe keeping your gaze nice and low, relaxed through the jaw as we breathe. And today we're going to take a few more breaths staying in this. So make sure you're in a place that's comfortable and that you can remain in. And if you're not, you simply adjust and get comfortable. The rise and fall of the belly carries the breath around the body, nourishing you, ready for sleep. And then breathing in, releasing the hands, coming back to center, and let's do the other side. Breath in, being nice and tall, raising one up with the hands, maybe even followed by the gaze, opening through the throat. As we breathe out, the left hand comes forward, the back hand just rests on the ground behind you for support. And you can take your hand over the knee, towards your thigh, whatever works best for you. And as you breathe in, we'll create space in the spine, ready for breath out, leading with the heart. Breath out, leading with the heart over to your right hand side. Now I can feel a little bit of tension in my shoulders, so I'm just going to remind myself to ease the shoulders away from my ears, particularly the back shoulder, which tends to climb for me, so I'll just rest that down. And it may mean shuffling that hand away. You can close your eyes, or you can have a very subtle gaze on the ground. Easing through the legs, the hips, but most of all, easing through the breath. It's almost mimicking the breath that we have when we're asleep. So it's just that gentle rise and fall that nourishes us. Breathing in, releasing that twist as we come back to center. So we're going to turn, if you're not already, to the side of the long ways of the mat. And you can bring your pillow with you and remain in comfort. If you have another one, this is particularly nice. We're going to do a head to knee pose, but a very restorative version. So even if you're very used to, having very straight legs, maybe just have a little softness in them today. And you can either use a pillow underneath you to support you underneath your legs, to encourage that. And then if you do have a second pillow, you can use this on your lap to just help you be supported as you fold over, maybe even further away, to rest onto your head. So get yourself ready into this position. And today we'll rest the hands onto the ground and offer the heart forward, and the feet and the knees can be hip distance apart today. And you can bend through the knees as much as you want to get comfortable and restful. And we'll fold forward, breathing in and out today as much as you need to on your way down. And just allow the head to hang. So if you have a little curve in the spine today, that's perfectly okay. And if you do have that second pillow, you can rest it underneath you. You can even hug around onto it. Just opening through the back. And as you breathe and settle, you might find you want to open up a little bit more. So you might feel, actually, I want to move away the support as you feel. Self-opening, releasing and easing into a better place. It's quite nice to just try both cheeks. As long as you're supported and as long as you're comfortable, if you don't have any pillows at all, you can simply rest around. Now another option for this is to try the legs up on the wall pose, which helps induce a better sleep too. So you can use your pillow, place it right up against the wall, and then we head ourselves over to that wall with our bottom and rest your feet against the wall with knees bent, and then you lie on your side. And then you just shuffle your bottom in towards the wall as much as possible. And as you roll over, your feet head on up towards climbing that wall. So I'm just adjusting the pillow so it's really supporting my back. And here I like to take my arms beside me with the palms facing up. Now here you have a choice of having your legs straight, closing the eyes, and just releasing any tension as you breathe in and out here. Some people like to take their feet wide. You can try that and breathe. If this feels like a little bit of a strain to hold, the other option is to bring the soles of the feet together and just rest here, allowing the knees to fall out into this version. Personally, I just like to have my feet a little bit wide. So explore and find what works for you, and remember that what feels good for you today may not settle tomorrow, so you can try something else. You have all of these options in your yoga toolbox for sleep that you can dip into. So just breathe here. An opportunity to listen to the sound of your breath. Simply feel the weight of the body on the ground. You can even pause this video and just spend as long as you like in this pose. That for me is the key pose that really induces that restful state ready for sleep. Soften through the jaw. Feel the flesh on your face melting away any tension in your forehead, your brows. And breathe easy. When you're ready to move out of this, you can take your hands behind your legs, bend the knees, and roll over to your side. And come back up. So we'll end by lying on the mat. So now is a good time, if you have any candles going, to maybe blow them out in case you fall asleep. Maybe turn the lights off or perhaps lower. And just get comfy. So I like to keep a pillow behind my knees, and I like to also rest in this posture, ready for sleep with a pillow under my head. So just get comfy. And we're going to bend through the knees to begin with. Bring the feet together and allow the knees to fall to the sides. This is why it's quite nice to have the pillow underneath you to support the thighs as they're coming down. So we're inviting the soles of the feet to rest against each other. Maybe they fall open a little bit more. It's nice here to rest your hands onto your belly. And just close your eyes here in this reclined, bound angle pose. To release, settle, ready for sleep. As you feel your hands rising and falling with your breath, listen to your breath. If anything from your day comes into your mind, visualize that thought just fading away as you breathe out. Return to focusing your hands on your belly, noticing the rise and fall with every inhale and exhale. And should you catch yourself in another busy thought, acknowledge it, breathe it in, and as you exhale, imagine that thought fading away. And just rest, let go of the body, and breathe. You can stay here for as long as you like, or you could bring your knees up, back onto your feet, and slide your legs out, maybe about as wide as the mat. Allow your feet to fall open, and you can keep your hands on your belly, or you can rest them now onto the ground, palms facing the sky, for complete surrender. Nothing left to do except breathe. Stay here for as long as you like. ready for your restful sleep. So thank you very much for practicing with me today. Good night.